Now, you talked a bit about Arsenal there, right? Our
Yeah.
favourite team. Just kidding. He is actually the leader of the Arsenal Haters Club. Me and Ben are just members of it. So they won again this weekend. Shock. Another set piece. Shock. Corner.
Yeah.
Shock. Gabriel involved. Shock.
Shock.
Yeah. So they've found a way to win, and there was a stat from Who Scored, which is fake, which said that they haven't scored an open play in the league this season. Haaland scored against them in open play. But apart from that, they haven't. So, do you think they are inevitable? Because Gyökeres is shit, by the way, can I just say. He's not doing well. His fundamentals are completely off, but he can score. If you give him space and time, he'll probably score. But they're finding ways to score, whether it be Trossard, whether it be Gabriel. They find a way. Premier League title coming to North London or not?
I really don't want to say that it goes to North London. Hopefully it goes to London, but not to North London. Palace title charge.
Crystal Palace, yeah.
No, it's look, the red team in North London. I'm not going to say their name because I severely dislike them that much. I think this team in particular, they found a way to win, as you said, against smaller teams and teams where maybe in recent years they would have kind of slipped up and lost. And okay, they obviously lost against Liverpool. I think that was a moment of brilliance. I think in that game they were very turgid. I don't think they deserved to win, but they could have got a point, and they would have that would have been seen as a good result to them. They snatched a draw against Man City, similar sort of thing. They've still got to play a North London derby. They've still got to play Chelsea. They've still got to go to the Etihad. I think there are some other games as well where they could slip up. But as you said, at the moment they are looking on good form and they are keeping clean sheets, which I think as one of the great football managers ever said, titles win defence. No, defence wins titles.
Wins titles. Yes, it's true.
Attacking wins games and defence wins titles. So they've got that at the moment, and all they need to do is score one goal, and they can shut up shop. That's exactly what happened against Fulham, and that's happened against in other games as well. So it is an interesting one. I think it's too soon because anything can happen. But I think they are looking the sharpest out of the block so far, which pains me to say that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. They've got a pretty decent run of fixtures. I think you said that you're facing them at Stamford Bridge in November. That's at the end of a 3-game stretch where they play Tottenham, Bayern, and then you. So I think
it could play into our hands. Very well.
It could, and I think that week will tell us a lot about them and if they've got the bottle for it. Obviously,
realistically, if they win those 3, that's huge. Like that week, because I remember we played a few years ago. We played Tottenham and Arsenal within the same week. We played like Tottenham on the Monday and then Arsenal on the Saturday, and we won both of them. And that was like a massive week in confidence for us, and we went on to win some more games after that. I think that week will be pivotal, and there'll be other games in the future as well. Because I think I mentioned they've only played Liverpool, Man City so far, and they haven't won either of those. Yes, arguably, they could have nicked a point against Liverpool, and then they actually did nick a point against City.
Yeah,
they're winning the games that they're expected to win, which a lot of teams now, like Liverpool, like us, arguably, and even like Man City. I'm trying to think of the games against
recently.
Brighton,
they've been all right. Yeah, Brighton was the only one. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, they had that kind of weird patch at the start and at home to Tottenham, but Tottenham always win.
It's true.
I think the red team in North London, the red half, they're winning the games that they are expected to win. And I think once you do that, you put yourself in a very good position going into big games, which can go either way.
Yeah. No, it's scary. It's scary because we've been laughing at Arteta for coming on to 4 years now on this podcast / football show. and it might be all coming to bite us in the ass because it looks like
Yeah.
the only team that could maybe pose a threat is City, like a realistic threat. But that is solely reliant on Haaland continuing to score because he scored in
Hmm.
I don't know how many games in a row now. He scored twice against Everton to give them the win. Ryan Diaz hasn't looked good. Who else? Who have they signed?
Turkey.
Ch-
Ainuri.
Cherky, Eight Nori.
Donnarumma.
Donnaruma's fine. Donnaruma's been a good signing.
Yeah.
Cherky has been injured. Eight Nori,
Yeah.
fine. But it's not like the City team of 2-3 years ago or even 6-7 years ago where you'd look at the starting 11 and you'd be scared. Foden
Yeah.
doesn't look as good as he used to be.
No.
I'd say a player that's improved a lot is Doku. He looks good.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
added
he's
end
good.
product to his game. So, I mean, if City hit into that Man City gear where they just keep winning games 3-4, 5-0, then we could see a title race. If
Yeah.
not, I genuinely think it could be a walkover, and it's going to really piss me off.
Hmm. But
And
the
then-
thing that
yeah.
I wanna say,
Hmm.
they might be, and I know it's extremely hypocritical as a Chelsea fan to say
Yeah.
that they might be one of the most boring sides to ever win the league.
Yeah.
You know, I was there at the Emirates. Boring Chelsea, rung around the ground. We drew 0-0. Who lifted the Premier League title? What was it, 23 years without a title? 22 years without a title? I'd say that's boring. But but no, like they don't look they win the games they're expected to. They
Yeah.
win them 1-0, 2-0,
Yeah,
clean
yeah.
sheet, whatever. They lose big games. They lost against Liverpool. They arguably drew against City. That I thought that was a bit of a scam. I thought. So they're not really that inspiring. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just my opinion. Maybe that's my bias. But yeah, they're getting the results, which is annoying me. But
Yeah.
we'll see if that continues. Which hopefully it doesn't. Fingers crossed and
Yes.
touch wood.
Exactly. I mean, a Premier League, a realistic title push is expected after so many years of spending, so many years of talking about XG and talking about this, that, and the other, and I have to be their light bulb and all this shit, right? So
And the
if they
make
win
of the
it,
balls. And
Yeah,
the make
yeah.
of the grass.
we have to
and the
remember the
wind.
ball's different. Yes.
And you've
So,
got to remember
look,
it's been raining as well.
it's been raining. Yeah, it has been raining today, actually. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully they crash and burn. So here's to hoping. Now, on to, you know what? We're still talking about Arsenal. Let's keep talking about Arsenal. I want to bring something up that I saw on social
Mhm.
media this week. The pits of Twitter, now known as X. A certain account, obviously run by a 12-year-old or 13-year-old, a picture of Saka, all his SofaScore ratings, and basically said, Arsenal has the best academy in England. No other team has produced as many players, or any players that are as good as Saka. Thoughts?
Oh, I could say a lot of things.
Saka, you know, won FA Cup.
I mean, I would argue that Cobham and not Carrington, City equivalent, the City Academy or whatever, the Chelsea and the City Academy have produced over the years better results on a more consistent level. Reece James, Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, Fikayo Tomori, Trevor Chalobah. What else?
Champions League winners, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Don't forget that. Who? Oh, what you got? Ethan Wanyeri. What's he done?
Oh, yeah.
Reece Nelson. Where's he at?
Yeah.
Iwobi? That Fulham?
Oh, yeah.
And then you look at like Man City, Cole Palmer,
Yeah.
Nico O'Reilly, Phil Foden.
Mm-hmm. Lot
Trying to
of
think who
players
else.
there. City.
Yeah.
City
Tosin Adarabioyo.
Yeah. I'd have to
Stays
put
now.
Carrington in there. I'd have to put Carrington in there because we've produced some, even after the class of '92. If you don't want to talk about that, which won anywhere from 8 to 13 Premier League titles between them, depending on which player you picked. After that,
what academy graduates in the recent years has United
Michael
produced? James
Keane.
Garner,
Michael
Keane,
mate.
yeah, Everton
Michael
stalwart.
Keane is
James
a solid.
Garner.
James Garner, again, Everton, solid player. Who else? Dean Henderson, FA Cup winner last year, very good goalkeeper
exactly.
in the England setup. We
Same
produce players.
As David Raya.
Yeah. Marcus Rashford might be in Barcelona being a bit, but he's going to get called up to the World Cup this year. He will. And he will probably do something which will help England at some point. So we do still produce players, maybe not as much or to the success that we used to. But I think to say that Saka's a good player.
It's a very reactionary take.
It's very reactionary.
Isn't that part of X/Twitter? Reactionary.
It is true. And I think this international break, I realized that all these accounts that like, if I see a take,
they do it for the interaction.
Angry, they do it for the interaction, and they're all kids. Because like I'll look at the replies, and it'll be like, "Oh, we beat you, I don't know, in 2012," and it's like, "Oh, I don't remember." I was like 3. I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Oh my god!
I was like, "Why am I getting angry then?" You know, these guys don't know anything. Yeah. But yeah,
just on that, I do want to say Saka is good. Like, I do quite like him.
I don't like him. I think he's good.
No, as a player, I think he can be good, and he's actually one of the more likable Arsenal players. Even though they're probably on the same likability as the likes of Nigel Farage and Osama bin Laden, for me at least. So
yeah, no, you're not wrong. I mean, I think Saka's a very good player. He's very direct, and I think one day, if he wins trophies and he does really well, he could maybe be on the level of Brian Mbeumo. Moving on.
I genuinely think he was better a few seasons ago. He had way more output. He was way more integral to their team. Whereas now they're so defensive focused.
Yeah.
They start from the back. As a team, I think they are good, and I think the system is good, but it doesn't, because they're very compact and they're very kind of all together. Like there was a clip on Match of the Day from the Fulham game yesterday where Rice was kind of telling Gabriel to mark up and he'll cover all this sort of stuff, which, okay, is intelligent, but I don't think the system, how they play, actually allows for kind of attacking players' quality to shine.
Yeah.
So, and look, if it wins games and it wins the titles, the fans aren't going to care. That's what they want.
Yeah, true.
But I think it does kind of neutralize these attacking players that they've got. Do you remember when Martinelli and Saka were getting like 10 goals, 10 assists in a season?
Mate, yeah,
that's genuinely like unheard of now.
Yeah, no chance.
But the thing is, they weren't winning. They got 87 points, and they were probably a lot more enjoyable to watch then than they are now. I like when I watch an Arsenal game, I'm almost in bed. I'm like half asleep at that point.
That's true. You're not wrong.
But like a few years ago, they were actually exciting. So
yeah,
look, the fans aren't going to care. Would you want exciting football and coming runners up, or would you want dull, and a title at the end of that? I think there's only one answer, really.
Yeah, I mean, you'd go dull.
And if they say exciting, and if they say exciting, well, then they're history and failures. Was it? He is a specialist in failure.
Specialist in failure. Yeah. I'm not so. Yeah, I mean, look, Arsenal have always played nice football, but look, if it's going to win you a title, it'll win you a title.
Yeah.